I was listening to the English press the other day, ESPN to be more specifically, and they're trashing Atletico Madrid, saying that they play dirty, that they don't have a strategy, that their strategy is to just tire the opponent, that they are the dirtiest of Europe, that they don't have a style of good football, whatever and whatever, when they don't realize Chelsea just spent £240 million this season just to be a top 8, not even top 5 in the English Premier League, while Atletico de Madrid is number 1, is the leader against two colossal opponents such as Barcelona and Real Madrid. We have dominated the game. We have only lost one game in La Liga and one game against Bayern Munich. So at the end, it's going to be an easy game for Atletico Madrid. They are going to destroy Chelsea. Come February 23rd and March 17, Mr. Tuchel, the new coach, after they sacked their legend Frank Lampard, is going to be sacked again. Because that's what Atletico Madrid does. Because Atletico Madrid has a project, Chelsea just money. And a regular team shouldn't be even a rival.
And this is the difference. Atletico de Madrid playing against Real Madrid, Barcelona, Sevilla, which is the Europa League champion. So like great teams. And Atletico is the leader, 15 victories, 2 draws, 1 loss, only 8 goals against. Terrific season for the Simeone squad. While Chelsea, you have to scroll all the way to the 8th spot, trying to find where they are. And you see, 8 victories, 6 draws, 6 losses. They haven't even produced more than 25 goals. Only 23, even though they bought so many strikers. Even though they play a 4-3-3 that tries to generate more and more offensive. And look, they are even tied with a pathetic squad like Arsenal. So that's the big difference. And speaking of Arsenal and Liverpool, look at Atletico's record in the last 9 years. Beat Chelsea in the Super Cup final. They beat Chelsea again in the semi-finals in Champions League. They beat Leicester City in quarterfinals 2017. They lost to Chelsea group stage. Doesn't matter. They won against Arsenal again. 1 man down. They tie 1-1. They beat Liverpool both in Anfield and in Madrid. So Atletico Madrid should be the victor from this clash. Why do Chelsea fanboys think Thomas Tuchel is the perfect solution for their pathetic Chelsea? Well, after 1.5 years in charge as a manager, Chelsea legend Frank Lampard has been sacked. His achievements shouldn't be discredited. Lampard took over a team which had just lost Eden Hazard with a transfer ban, yet he reached top 4 and FA Cup final, whilst integrating lots of academy players. But the summer window 2020 cost him because he couldn't find a way to build a proper team around his huge signings yet. Chelsea is like this. If you don't deliver instant success, you're out. But what counts now is who will replace him. And this will probably be, or at the fact, it's Thomas Tuchel. Who is he? 47-year-old German football teacher kicked off his managerial career as a youth coach of Stuttgart and Augsburg before making a name for himself in Germany as Klopp's successor at Mainz from 2009 to 2014, where he often overperformed with the underdog team. He succeeded Klopp again in 2015 when he made Borussia Dortmund a competitive side again. Then over the last 3 seasons, Tuchel has had his biggest job yet at Paris Saint-Germain. And you know what? I think he's the perfect solution for a Chelsea as of now. Throughout Europe, Tuchel is known as one of the managers with the finest tactical ability, unlike Lampard, who mostly stick to his 4-3-3. Tuchel is a manager who always loves to come up with new systems, countering the opponents effectively. This is why we've seen him deploy a bunch of different formations on every club he's been. Tuchel brings tactical flexibility. He adapts quickly to situations. And this is what Chelsea needs right now. I like to call him a mature Julian Nagelsmann, who he used to coach and who actually defeated Atletico last year. So basically, Tuchel can solve Chelsea's biggest issue, integrating their new stars properly. Him being German could play a role in the deeper connection between Havertz and Werner, but saying that this alone will make them succeed is silly. It's rather the fact that Tuchel is now experienced working with absolute top stars. He managed to bring out the best of Neymar and Mbappe at PSG. Lampard before had only coached at Derby. He might not have been ready to handle the stacked squad Chelsea had this summer. Yet, I think Tuchel will be. But we know that the most important thing at Chelsea is winning silverware. Well, can Tuchel do that? Yes. He has won the Bayern DFB Polka in the 2016-2017 season, which is the last Dortmund's trophy. And in Paris, he won Ligue 1 both seasons. Not too difficult, but Tuchel brought PSG to their highest achievement in club history when he took them to their first ever UEFA Champions League final in 2020. Another thing is that he can help Christian Pulisic, the player, to be a dominating player in the future. So Thomas Tuchel gave Captain America his professional debut in January 2016 and constantly support him since ever. Then Pulisic quickly became a star under Tuchel at Borussia Dortmund. So I think that could potentially help him. So although I don't see Tuchel staying at Chelsea for a long time, I think he will succeed, but not enough to beat Atletico de Madrid. Atletico de Madrid's success this season has been coming from a single masterclass from Simeone's. Simeone used to play a 4-4-2, just like this, with two midfielders, two wingers, and 9 and a second offensive. And now he switched to a 3-5-2. Why? Mario Hermoso is key with the ball. He's able to collaborate, he's able to provide the balls everywhere with such class, with such energy. This is the key. So now you have 3 defenders, but one that knows how to play good passing and good technical approach, while you have Bersalico or Trippier that is able to go further deep down this side. And then you have Koke, who multiplies himself, always recovers the balls. And then you have Llorente or Lemar. They usually interchange their positions. Lemar can play as an interior. He's really good at holding that ball, able to provide passes, while Llorente is able to take that ball, pressure, and be exceptionally good when he wants to go deep on the right side. And then you have Carrasco, who has great sacrifice. He knows how to play defensively, and he is a great dribbler. Then you have Joao Felix, you have Angelito Correa, you have Luis Suarez, always being the first line of defense, but always being extremely dangerous. So how does Chelsea is going to counteract this? I don't think they have a plan, because they play a 4-3-3. I don't know how Tuchel is going to do it, but they are going to see the heart. Why? Because when Chelsea attacks, they attack with 5 men. But then Atletico always defends really good. So they need to build up. Chelsea's a team that builds up. Chelsea's a team that likes to cross balls. But Atletico is really good in the air. They're really good at cutting offensive. And then when Atletico attacks, I don't see Chelsea being able to recover, because they defend with only 6 men, but they're not as wide. So Carrasco, Lemar, Trippier, Koke, Llorente, they're going to destroy Chelsea in the sides, because Chelsea is not going to be able to defend well.